Harry shocked. U.S. lawyer call for Harry's expulsion from the U.S. after his impure past was exposed. One Twitter user, Matthew Kolken from Texas, who claims to be an immigration lawyer, appeared to take issue with the prince's immigration status in the U.S. and questioned how he was able to live in the country legally. Any immigration officer who is not giving Prince Harry preferential treatment would ask him about his admitted drug use, would find him inadmissible to the United States, and would refuse his admission, Kolken tweeted. I handle these type of cases on a near-daily basis. If Prince Harry was part of the unwashed masses, he would be permanently barred from the country, he wrote as part of a series of fanatical tweets. In May last year, the prince admitted to taking drugs and regularly drinking a week's worth of alcohol in one day to mask the pain of his mother, Princess Diana's death. I was willing to drink, I was willing to take drugs, I was willing to try and do the things that made me feel less like I was feeling, the Duke admitted in a television interview. He did not specify which drugs he had taken. When he was 17, Harry was reportedly sent to rehab by his father Prince Charles after he was caught smoking cannabis. St. James's Palace confirmed last year that Harry had experimented with the drug on several occasions, but he said he was not a regular user. Kolken posted a series of tweets obsessing over the prince's current status. When he first left Canada on a private jet, was he inspected and admitted to the United States? If he was inspected and admitted, what status was he admitted under, and what was the date he was authorized to remain in the United States? Did he apply for any extensions, change, or adjustment of status after his admission? What status does he currently hold? Has he engaged in any activities that were not permitted under his current status? Has he ever admitted to any drug use? He pondered. These are just a few questions off the top of my head, and if I could ever get answers, it will result in another string of questions that will determine if Harry has ever violated U.S. immigration law, potentially resulting in a permanent bar to admission. Britain's Prince Harry revealed more of his mental suffering and anger at his father, the heir to the throne, in a series of interviews with his production partner, Oprah Winfrey, saying he spent years drinking excessively and taking drugs to numb the pain of his mother's death and to calm his anxiety over performing royal duties. The deeply personal narrative by the runaway prince is being rolled out in several episodes of a new documentary series, The Me You Can't See, that the prince is co-creating with Winfrey for the streaming service Apple TV+. Prince Harry has said he drank heavily, took drugs and had panic attacks while struggling to cope with the pressures of royal life during his late 20s and early 30s. He spoke of the loss of his mother during the program and said that as a child he was so angry with what happened to her. The Duke of Sussex, who was 12 when Princess Diana died in 1997, said that in the years that followed few people around him discussed her death. Harry also revealed that he coped with panic attacks and severe anxiety as an adult. 28 to probably 32 was a nightmare time in my life, he said. As a young royal with a party lifestyle, Harry was frequently featured in the UK's tabloid press. The prince said he drank heavily while unhappy. I would probably drink a week's worth in one day on a Friday or a Saturday night, he told Winfrey. And I would find myself drinking not because I was enjoying it but because I was trying to mask something. I was willing to drink, I was willing to take drugs, he said, adding, I was willing to try and do the things that made me feel less like I was feeling.